Hi Saggy, and welcome to your mid-monthly reading here for April 2021. This is for Sagittarian energy, that is Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, any kind of placement basically. And you know the drill, take what resonates with you, leave behind the rest. Never ever force it to fit if it doesn't. Yeah, let's get to it. What are we going to do here? Well, first and foremost, we're looking into the energies playing out for the rest of the month here, right? So they will flow, so please be patient with me as I flow into them. And just to see what messages come up, right? The first part of the reading is based in tarot solely. And then once that is out, we are using the archetypes here to look into the underlying energies. When I use the archetypes, the readings tend to get a little bit deeper. So again, take what resonates with you, leave behind the rest. That's my cup there, sorry. Yeah, I'm coming here to you, Saggy, following the Libra reading, which knocked me out to the extent that I needed to take a nap. So that's interesting, yeah. Just so you know, it's a little bit, because the sun has almost, it's a weird light coming in here right now, you know, because it's actually still light out there, but it's, I don't know, it's like it's going to rain. Alright, let's get to it. Sorry, Saggy. Sagittarius, April here. Sagittarius, April. Sagittarius, rest of April. The Hermit. Alright. I'm gonna lay out the energy here, then I'll be there with you. First question I got in my mind was, did I bore you? No. Alright, let me allow it to play out. Why are there so many cool chords? Okay, Saggy. Wow. Alright, Saggy, underneath the deck we do have the Eight of Wands, which stands a little bit in contrast to what it is that I'm seeing here. This is the Eight of Wands. This is the Eight of Wands, in case you haven't seen the Eight of Wands. It's beautiful energy. It's a fast-pacing movement here. But the thing is, then I look at the center of the spread. We have the Hermit crushed by the Knight, not the Knight, the King of Wands. The Leo energy is here strong, not in terms of, you know, the energy of the zodiac Leo, more like the animal Leo, lion. Sorry, my God, everything is just disturbing your reading here. Like I have the heater, a door being, you know, out of order. Is actually disturbing your reading a little bit. That's a bit weird. Alright. Wow, bear with me here. With the Hermit here in the center of the spread, Saggy, that has a lot to do with asking critical questions and going a little bit on a self-exploratory journey, so to say. Is doing things differently, but because it's crossed here by motivation. Now I'm seeing two kings, and I'm also seeing a queen here. In the recent past, there's a Queen of Swords here that has affected you in a way where you're becoming more, I want to say, smarter. You are, because I'm seeing your hopes here being the Ace of Swords, meaning that you're hoping here to have this eureka moment, to have an epiphany, to have clear communication, clear understanding. But it might actually tie up to a particular person here with the King of Cups, who has your attention basically. But I'm seeing here a little bit of a conflict regarding, you know, following the passions, following the heart. You know, it's like you're faced here with a decision, and I am seeing a decision coming up here for you, especially in terms of the material world. There's a choice that needs to be made, because, you know, I see a redefinition of your reality as the supporting energy here, right? Now, when I see what's in your attitude towards the entire thing, we have the Hierophant. It's a very traditional energy. It's being in alignment with the values of your family, of everything around you here. And I am sensing you taking things very methodically here right now. In your surroundings, we have the Four of Swords. So that was... Oh, hold on, I gotta turn something off. Sorry there. There's a heater here that's not working. So Saggy, yeah, what I see here in your environment, I am seeing like an energy here affecting you to such an extent that's about, you know, taking a step back, possibly taking a rest. But it has a lot to do with seeking clarity. And I am seeing a pause being offered to you here throughout the month at some point here. And during that pause, your reality is possibly going to be redefined with the Tower here. And that will create tension here. We will look into what it is about, right, in a minute. But a choice is being made here. I'm seeing you situation coming up here for you, where love may not be the most, or be the biggest priority for you. I'm sorry if your reading seems a little chaotic here. But with the Two of Pentacles, that actually, Two of Pentacles to me as a reader is a chaotic energy. Because the Two of Pentacles has a lot to do with not having your footing, right? Sorry, I'll be right back here. I'm getting my chai latte here. Oh my god, sorry, Sergio. A Two of Pentacles is a lot of it, you know, thinking fast, making a quick decision here. All right, let's pull out a keynote here. Too many. Social changes and self-interview and emotional literacy. A self-interview is basically a time of reflection, journaling, and reconnecting with your sense of purpose in order to find the motivation. You know what? That's basically the energy we have here with the Hermit. That's going inside yourself, reflecting. Whether or not you're journaling or not. But it's about reflecting on your path so far, on what brings you the motivation. Because without the motivation, well, then do you then have the desire here to move, to go in a particular direction, you know? Is that stopping up here and thinking, which I see happening at some point here during the month? And you know what? You might actually find an answer within you that right now you may not consider at the current moment in time. But with the emotional literacy, which you also have here with the King of Cups, well, emotional literacy has a lot to do with being capable of reflecting on your own emotional responses to particular situations here. Possibly prompted by a particular person in your mind. But that's with the tension coming up. You know what? We're gonna start playing out the archetypes immediately here. It feels as though, you know, the plan that you had planned out for yourself here is you're being challenged on that here, right? Maybe it's expected, maybe it's not, we will see. Eros. What is Eros? That's passion. Pure passion. No, it's not love, it's passion. But you know, passion is also this drive, it's the motivation. Yes, it is about, you know, sex and all that. It doesn't, not necessarily, it's about the passion, it's about the drives, which is where we place, you know, that erotica in there. Alright, let me just lay out the cards here. As I said, I mean, the Tower with the Destroyer, that's a redefinition of a reality. Something being let go. Alright. I'm just going to lay out all the cards here. Some of you, Sagittarius, sexual healing is on the table here. And what do I mean by sexual healing? That's up for yourself to determine that. Yeah, it's actually very too big of a complex area because it goes in many directions. But anyway, God, I will need to do some clarification here. You know what? I'm feeling like I should be clarifying already about that Hermit there. Show me Eros and the Hermit. Yeah, you know, yeah, and then we have the Ten of Wands. I pick up on a lot about, you know, figuring out or questioning yourself about your passion. What makes you, what sparks your motivation. You know, I want to look into these two. No, you know what? What the hell do I want? I want to look into that Hermit. Something here that's heavy on you. 4 Wands. It could have to do with a house or a home. I don't know if you feel as though you are tied to a particular situation here. But you basically making significant changes about releasing yourself from something here, right? Change is occurring, inner change, out. And for some of you, it's like changing your environment. But when it comes to the arrows there, for some of you, I'm seeing this, you know, the desires within you, whatever those desires are for, I seeing them being placed onto something else. I get sexual healing for some of you, which is doing things the untraditional way. The vessel here, which is basically about the cup that you are, the body or whatever it is here. There's something here that you're holding together and is about to break. Because you are tied up to a situation here that's about to be released, because it's not you're not finding the motivation there anymore. I don't know why I get sexual healing, I just do. Sexual healing can, for instance, be, you know, coming back together following a period, you know, finding erotica again together as a couple. It can also be to use sex as a tool. I don't know what, that just shows up, alright? Anyway, yeah, there is a little bit of, you know, a womanizing or man, you know, an energy where you objectify. Feeling of, that's it, that's the feeling of being objectified. I don't know if it's in your work or in partnerships, whatever, it's the feeling of experiencing yourself as an object, which can feel a little bit uncomfortable. That may be a theme that plays out here this month for you, for the rest of the month here. But I am definitely seeing you walking away. There's a tension for some of you. Yeah, for some of you, the passion is just not there. Show me that recent past here. I'm seeing here an energy of someone here wanting a quick solution to a particular situation here. Show me that Queen of Swords. Coming with the Empress, the Ten of Wands, and the Ace of Wands. That, I mean, talk about pregnancy here. Pregnancy. Doesn't have to be a pregnancy, but you know, pregnancy. What is the pregnancy? Remember, I do tarot. I read tarot, so I read energies. And the pregnant energy is one of you know, prosperity. But what I am picking up on is a little bit of, you know, wanting a quick solution. Things needing to happen quickly, and then not really seeing whether or not, I don't if it's even sustainable here, right? But I am seeing a heaviness. I'm seeing a little bit of, you know, in and out energy. I don't want to go into detail there, but there's heaviness here, right? Yeah, I don't know. It's just there's something here. I don't know if it's you or someone associated with you. It shows a little bit of as you, Sagi, where you're probably not. Probably here in the past. I don't know, you. God, it looked like horn there, right? Not really seeing things clearly. I am seeing a sensation here of feeling outside, feeling misunderstood. But that's where we have this self-reflection coming in here, and we have social changes, right? I am seeing change occurring here, new friends, new social activities, different patterns in friends dynamics, changes to your reputation. It is occurring here. But with the Poet and in reverse and the King of Cups. You know, we're gonna use some animals here. No, you know, I'm gonna need more key cards here. Show me the King of Wands. That's going out and flirting. It's finding the motivation here to go out and flirt and to... Good sense of humor, dirty mind, and a beautiful heart is a deadly combination. Is this a challenge here for you? Meaning that I'm actually sensing a little bit of using passion as a coping mechanism. For some of you, yeah, it's getting the passion started. That's a bit of a challenge. For others of you, it's using it as a shield to not deal with something else. Show me the King of Cups. Bad excuses. Notice the people who make an effort to stay in your life. Empathy is being aware, present, and loving of your partner's emotions, perspectives, and how they feel in the situation. The poet here is someone... Right, you know what? Hold on. Actually, I want to read you the poet here. The poet has a... The poet ties a lot together with Aleph here, which speaks about truth, right? The poet is someone who gives a promise to speak truth in many ways. But it's the artist, it's the witness, because that's the poet. The poet is a witness to change and to events, and then gives a promise to speak about it. The truth teller then... in terms of archetypes, right? But I want to read you something here about the poet. Now remember, this is coming out in reverse, which comes up with bad excuses and the King of Cups as well, right? But I want you to read this. Oh no, hear this. The poet's work is to feel immensely and not be afraid. They must seek out truth in the darkest corners of the world and carry it back for all to see. This unique capacity resides within us all, regardless of our relationship to creativity. When the poet energy is present, there's a call for deep honesty and reflection, for seeing the big picture within the little one. The poet rides effortlessly between the personal and universal. It's possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work. Yeah, because poet is a worker, right? It's about the poetry, it's the work. But anyway, some people it's possible that others may not seem to listen or care about the poet's work. But do not be disencouraged. The words of the poet ring true for centuries to come, soothing the wounds of despair and violence that captivate our world. The poet's work is never finished. Find your voice and trust that the wind will carry it. When it shows up here in reverse, it can speak of having harmful words, sharp tongue, or a frotted, THWARTED, creativity, thwarted and creativity, right? Mm-hmm. The poet is related to the shaman and the bridge. These archetypes hover in the meeting between the everyday and the sacred. All right, let's not go into all the philosophical debate here about, the poetry and archetypes and all of that. What matters here is that the poet speaks truth, or a witness to change, but with the sharpful words here showing up here with also feeling abandoned, right? Which could be the crone, or feeling like an outsider here. And the self-interview also shows up, and with having emotional literacy, it's basically an energy here about being in control of your own emotions in some situation or another, of not, how can I say, taking too lighthearted on what's going on within you. Why am I saying that? Because I'm seeing here the vessel and this. I gotta be honest. I've gotta say it as it is. If you find yourself frustrated here in this month here, I see some of you possibly throwing or trying to take that frustration within you and throw it out here. To the world. Is it? I don't know if it's just because you're trying here to speak your truth, it's not being acknowledged, or because you have someone here you're making excuses for again and again and again. I don't quite know that. It's up for you to determine that. Show me Sagittarius here in the attitude. Sagittarius, I'm sorry. The bear and black egg. It has to do with you speaking your truth. It is the mother bear, mother bear. Well, bear. Sagittarius. I love you, right? You're one of my favorite energies here. I don't know why this is happening here. But with the bear, it's about, wakening up from the slumber of the darkness here. Wakening up. It would appear to me as though you could give a lot of yourself just to keep things going here. And you, I don't know, do you make excuses for other people or for yourself as well, right? I mean, there might be a situation here, a lesson or connection in your life that is a lesson. You know what? I want to see that person in the past. That is you created the spider here with this Queen of Swords. That's a lot of creative work coming in here. It's about finding those massive resources. That was the creative energy, the birth energy here. The creative energies within yourself. It is here, right? But there's something here about, you know, just giving, or someone here just wanting a quick fix, right? Not really giving enough to the situation to make it grow. And then yeah, in your hope and fears here, I'm seeing a little, you know, that is the frustration I'm picking up on here. The warrior is that not really having that connection with your purpose. That is what we have, this self-interview needing to take place. Show me these kings here. Show me the King of Wands. The King of Wands here is an energy of looking elsewhere, outside yourself for the answer, rather than looking inside. King of Cups. King of Cups is that creative and their energy. It's almost like you are not doing the creative work yourself, even though you have it within you. It's that creativity is being thwarted here, because that purpose, that warrior energy, that fighting, whatever it is you want to fight for, is not here. And that's what I see here happening in this month here. Something's gonna prompt you to go on inside yourself here and then start redefining here. It could be, you know, a goal that's being readdressed here. Show me the social changes. You do have the environment here working with you. You know, things are being thrown up into the air, so change will take place. The Tower is clarified by the Judgment, the Chariot, and the Four of Swords. I am seeing a decision being taking place here. It could be regarding moving, or, you know, being locked on your side here. But at the same time, I'm something here is being put to rest. What is being put to rest? The flame, which is that passion which is currently here with you. I'm seeing passion for cause, passion for situation in your life. It's dwindling out here. And when, you know, you're gonna come to the realization that you probably had enough, or you're not there anymore. Your heart is not in it. And then we have here the heart. With the heart is basically, well, the heart is probably one of the energies I've never really gotten to. Hold on, let's get to it. Well, the heart, well, it speaks, but what is the heart? Yeah, you know, this unconditional love and all that, but the heart is a place. In terms of the archetypes, the heart is a place. Wow, am I really looking up 2 places here for you? Show me the bloody heart. Well, it's pink, so I like it. It is possible from an imaginal point of view to sense the heart as a place. Either we are there within the realm of expansion and compassion, or we have drifted somewhere else. There's no in between. It is common for us to leave this archetype center without realizing it, as the world, with its seductive twists and turns, offers a frequent departure. We may even become a stranger to the landscape of the heart, leaving it vacant for long stretches of time. The seat of the heart is where, oh my god, cannot even, right, sorry. The seat of the heart is often reclaimed by nature, music, dance, and the presence of children or animals. This encourages us to move past the layers of life's tangles and knots and enter the wild and sacred center of the self. The most precious throne in the galaxy is awaiting your return. It's the center. It's the center. It's the throne. So when I look at it as the center, it's the key. It's the empty space where your heart is in it, where you can feel yourself in it. That which you want to fight for, that's where you feel as though you are in flow. But I'm seeing tension here. So change is definitely going to happen. For some of you, it's regarding to your home. For others of you, it's honestly about I'm gonna say as is. I'm seeing a little bit of an argument here. I am seeing that. It could have to do with, you feeling fed up. For instance, if you were the one, you feel as though you were the one who has to do everything around the house here. I'm seeing that emerging. Those are the passions here. I'm honestly, I can't pick up on a specific situation for you here, Sachi. It's almost like, it's bottling up here. Frustrations, or yeah. It's almost like a mask here. It shows up as though you have focused here on doing the dignified thing about walking away with grace and all of that. I'm seeing you having a hissy fit. I'm seeing you dealing with change in a way that can feel a little heated here for you. And then we had that 2 of Cups with the comedian or the comic here in reverse, which is the fun is over. I'm seeing the fun come. Whatever situation it is that you got dealing with here, it's not fun anymore. 2 of Pentacles clarified by the 8 of Wands. 7 of Cups. And the Hermit. I keep picking up on this here for you, Sachi. I don't know if it's because you're pushing it away, but I see something coming towards you very, 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 very quickly. It doesn't have a lot of seriousness with it. It's very fun, but it's almost like it's mocking seriousness. It's like life is throwing events at you, or some kind of a situation you're not seeing. I really get as though there's something here within yourself from your past, or whatever it is. It's like a memory. It's something here within you that could even be blocking you sometimes, right? It affects your motivation, basically. It's coming back again and again. I have picked up on this before, but it would appear to me as though every time it shows up in your life, you push it away. You may not want to face it, but it's coming back again and again and again. And I'm actually seeing you pushing it away again. And it is actually related to, a critical self-interview here. Well, now what I'm seeing happening here is that maybe there's an event here that brings up change in your life in general. And that change is one more time asking you to go inside here and figure out what it is that you want. What are you fighting for? And it tends to show up in the form of, of your aggressions, basically, or your, it's coming quickly here. And it will actually come at you in a way where you're going to be very, very busy here. But for some of you, I'm actually seeing that you're not even going to prioritize it. It's not important here. It's not important to me, I can deal with it later, and then it's going to be thrown on the floor again. The bat here, Tarantula, it's about a choice of path here. Listening to you, basically listening to your intuition within you. If it's trying to tell you something in regards to a partnership or whatever path it is. It's a door to value. It could be in regards to your job, Sachi. Alright? There's changes going on there in regards to your job. But then we have the indecision. And then the last one. Building blocks. I mean, in reverse. It's like, nope. Not dealing it. But then we have the Tower. It's coming back again. Sachi, that is what I have for you. What do we have that bad excuses? Some of you Sagittarius, you are excusing behaviors of other people in your life. Or whatever. Right? Or you basically, some of you could actually be excusing yourself. I mean, we can all do that. It's like, make yourself small. Yeah, so make yourself small in terms of, I don't have creativity here. For some of you, it's basically that you may be making yourself small in terms of the way you speak. It's like, I can't do that. I don't have enough stamina to do that, but you absolutely do. It's like your creativity here, your artistic talents, your ability to write, to whatever it is that you want is just being thwarted here. But it's still here, and it's coming back again and again and again. Alright, so that is what I have for you, Sachi. I hope it was useful for you in whatever way. I will see you next time. Ciao.